What does a simple digital file for laser cutting earrings have in common with a custom business plan for an interior designer? They sound random, but my research shows that they are both types of boring digital products that can quietly generate a 5-figure income every single month. While most people get stuck trying to sell the same generic planners and ebooks, a small group of sellers are thriving in these overlooked niches, and today I'm revealing 7 of them. These aren't just guesses. I've used tools that analyze real sales data to find these proven winners, and they all have nearly 100% profit margins. The key isn't just knowing what to sell, but how to find validated ideas. See, successful sellers treat marketplaces like Etsy not just as a place to sell, but as a live data feed of what people are actively buying. And my research has uncovered the patterns, and today I'm sharing all of them with you. And speaking of a clear path, if you want my #1 recommendation for building a sustainable income online, I have placed a link for you right at the top of the description. So let's dive right into the first idea, which is perfect if you want a low effort way to get started. I'm talking about pre-made wall art bundles. There are shops out there whose entire business is built on selling collections of aesthetic wall art, and their genius is in the bundling. My research using data tools like Everbee shows that their top selling products are often whole shop bundles. A single bundle listing like this can be the engine for a store that makes well into the 5-figure a month range. And it works because it targets the buyer who loves the style but is paralyzed by choice. The bundle removes the friction and offers so much perceived value that it becomes an instant purchase. Now that's a great starting point, but what if you want to level up? The next idea does exactly that by introducing customization. This is printable and personalized wall art. Think of things like custom matchbook art or personalized star maps where the buyer can add their own text or dates. Top listing in this category can individually bring thousands of dollars every single month, leading to stores that comfortably clear 5 figures. The obvious challenge, of course, is the manual work of personalization, but this is a solvable problem. You just start doing it yourself, and then once orders are consistent, you delegate the fulfillment to a freelancer on a platform like Fiverr. A powerful growth strategy here is also a physical version through a print-on-demand service like Gelato, allowing you to capture a whole new market without ever touching inventory. Alright, so we've covered art, but now let's get a little more technical with our third idea, a niche that is hugely profitable, selling SVG files. An SVG, or scalable vector graphic, is a designer's secret weapon. Think of it like digital silly putty. You can stretch it or shrink it, and it never loses quality, making it the gold standard for things like laser cutting or vinyl crafts. My analysis shows that the shops focusing on niche SVG files, like those for making jewelry or home decor, can be incredibly lucrative, with some earning thousands a month just from their design. The real strategy that sets the top earners apart is what I call the buffet effect. They offer massive bundles of hundreds or even thousands of designs right next to the single listings. This sets a new reference point. So suddenly, paying a few dollars for one design feels expensive when you could get a massive collection for pennies per design. It makes the bundle feel incredibly irresistible. Okay, so that covers the design and craft space. Let's pivot to a completely different customer for our fourth idea, the content creator. And the product is video templates for creators. These are typically easy to edit Canva templates for things like Instagram Reels or TikToks. This niche is exploding because it solves a huge problem. Every creator is fighting a battle against time. These templates allow them to produce high quality, engaging content in minutes instead of hours. The demand is so high that sellers who get this right can build a 6-figure a year business in a remarkably short time, sometimes in less than a year. But remember, you're not just selling a template, you're selling time and consistency, which is invaluable to a creator. And by the way, as we shift into these more business-focused templates, I just want to remind you that if you're looking for a method that I believe is the most reliable way to build a full-time income online from home, that link is in the description down below. Alright, for our fifth idea, let's move into a category that solves problems in people's everyday lives. This is the huge opportunity in what I call life organization templates. This includes hyper-detailed templates for budgeting in Google Sheets or full-blown life planners in Notion. We're talking about complex systems that genuinely help people get their finances or lives in order. And while these are harder to create than simple art files, that is their exact strength. The barrier to entry is higher, which means that there's less competition. And the top sellers in this space don't need hundreds of products. They often have fewer than a dozen expertly crafted templates that bring in well over $10,000 a month. The perceived value of a system that can organize someone's entire life is just that high. Organizing someone's life is one thing, but organizing their entire business is a whole other level of value. And that brings us to idea number 6, which targets professional audiences by creating a business in a box. For example, you can create a complete starter pack for an aspiring interior designer. This would include everything from client proposal templates and onboarding checklists to pricing guides and project timelines, all designed in tools like Canva or Google Sheets. This concept is a goldmine because you can apply it to countless other service businesses. Think of creating starter packs for real estate agents, social media agencies, video editors, or freelance graphic designers. You're not just selling a template, you are selling a business launchpad, and that is incredibly valuable as a product. And that idea of selling a launchpad leads perfectly into our final and most powerful idea, and this one is a total game changer because it's not just a product at all, it's a service that you attach to a product. So think about the people selling website templates on platforms like Shopify or Wix. The smart ones have added a service pack, like a full setup service. A person buys a template because they lack time or skill, and this service solves their very next problem, which is the installation and customization. But that's not the end goal. That service is the movie ticket. It's the low-cost entry point that proves your expertise. Once the client loves your work, the real money is made in the sequels, offering an ongoing monthly subscription for all website-related tasks. This is the exact model used by high-end design agencies to generate well over 6 figures a month. With this model, a small one-time sale becomes the first step toward a recurring revenue business with massive potential. So there you have it, 7 digital product ideas that are proven to work with the strategies to make them successful. From simple art bundles to high-ticket service packages, the opportunities are there if you know where to look. Now, if you're ready to move from ideas to action and you want to know what I believe is the single best business model to start right now in 2025 for building that life-changing income, click the link below in the description. You will get instant access to my #1 recommendation. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which idea you are most excited about.